high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious, rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Ṣé o rántí bí màmá wa ṣe máa ń tètè jí láti se oúnjẹ àárọ̀ fún?
A gbọ́dọ̀ wá ohun tó jọjú ṣe fún màmá o.
Sọ̀dọ̀ fún màmá rẹ̀ báyìí pẹ̀lú ìrìnàjò lọ sí Zanzibar nínú ìdíje ìyárere fọ́dún 2025 ti 3 Crowns Milk. Lo lẹ́tà kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú orúkọ màmá rẹ̀ láti kọ àkọsílẹ̀ kó o sì fi ránṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwòrán agolo 3 Crowns 6 tàbí àpò níyẹ̀fun rìfíìlì rẹ̀ 2 tàbí sáṣẹ́ẹ̀tì rẹ̀ 30 sórí www.3crowns.com.ng tàbí àwọn ibùdó ìgbẹ̀bùn wa kó o lè láǹfààní láti jẹ. Ó ní ìlànà àti òfin o. 3 Crowns Milk. Ìlera àwọn màmá ayọ̀ ẹbí.
Malaria palava, malaria wahala. Sick today, fever tomorrow. Mama, she dey run kitty kata. Brother, make you make the right choice with Kezatem. If malaria, woto. With Kezatem, give malaria, woto. Kezatem, in on the tear pocket. Malaria go here and malaria go collect. Kezatem, give malaria, woto.
Kezatem, a combination of artemether and lumefantrine. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your medical doctor. Kezatem, your right choice for malaria treatment. Marketed by Kensington Global Synergy Limited. Please call our hotline on 0708 140 2414 for further inquiries.
Start your day and have a good time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
It's not tea, papa garita.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer. 𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣe jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Now, children, this morning we're going to listen to an interesting story that has something, okay, that has a little bit of resemblance of what we are celebrating and what we are observing in Oyo State in Ibadan today. The title of today's story is The Wise King and His Sons. Now, we're going to take a listen to the story. But why did I say it has something to do with what we are observing in Ibadan today? Now, today is that day where we crown the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Now, the Olubadan is the king of Ibadan. Ibadan is a large city in Nigeria. I hope you know that, okay? And it simply means Lord of Ibadan. And he is the custodian of the city's history and traditions. Children, I hope you know that Ibadan has a lot of history. And that's why I said today is an historical day. Okay, now the Olubadan is going to be crowned today. Yesterday, I asked the question, who is the current Olubadan of Ibadan land? In few minutes, we're going to be crowning, or in some hours, we'll be crowning the Olubadan of Ibadan land. And what is the name of the recent or His Imperial Majesty? Now, there's no other person, no other king that we're going to be crowning today other than Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja. He is the Imperial Majesty, the Olubadan of Ibadan. Now let's take a listen to this story. When we get back, I will tell you more facts about the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Pay attention, I will be back.
In the glorious kingdom of Oyo, there ruled a wise and beloved king named Oba Adewale. He was known across the land for his oye and his iwarere. Oba Adewale had 3 sons, Aderemi, Adeshina, and Adekunle. He was strong, brave, and clever. But all my friends, woman Jack, they argued about food, they argued about clothes, they even argued about who had the best horse. Aderemi would shout, "Èmi mo lágbára jù." Adeshina would shout, "Èmi ni mo gbọ́n jù." And Liso Adekunle would say, "Èmi ni màá jọba." Can you imagine? Always fighting. One day, Oba Adewale sat on his golden throne. He called the 3 princes to the palace courtyard. In his hands, he held a bundle of 3 sticks tied together. Ẹ gbìyànjú láti kan igi yìí, he said. Aderemi, the strongest, stepped forward. He pulled, twisted, he bent, but the stick would not break. Adeshina tried next. He grunted. He shook it. His face turned red, but still nothing. Finally, Adekunle gave it a go. He pushed and pulled, but the bundle stayed strong. The princes looked at each other in surprise. Ah! The king smiled gently. He untied the rope and handed each son a single stick. And he said, "Ẹ kan igi yìí." Nah, crap. Each one broke his stick into 2 easily. Oba Adewale looked into their eyes and said, "Ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi, cherry bite. You are all strong, but when you're divided, you are weak. No more fighting, no more jealousy." They even became stronger, richer, and happier than ever before. Oba Adewale also taught his son some other lessons, and we will find out in the next video. That, my friend, is the power of Ishokan. Today's story is one filled with treasures, choices, and lessons about the earth. But tell me, my friend, if you were sent into a big, mysterious forest to find the rarest treasure for a king, what would you bring back? The shiny jewel, golden crown, or is it something more precious? Are you ready? Let's go. Long ago, in the great kingdom of Oyo, there lived a wise king named Oba Adewale. Everyone called him Baba Agba. This is because he ruled with love and fairness. Obadewale had 3 sons. Aderemi, the eldest, as strong as the Iroko tree. Adeshina, Ikeji, quick and clever like lightning. And Adekunle Omoketa, gentle and kind like the morning sun. The boys had once learned the lesson of Ishokun, but the king needed to test them again. After all, a true king must not only be strong or clever, but must also have Iwariri.
All right, children, I needed to play the beginning of that story again because I wanted you to listen and listen again. Now, what can you tell me that you learned from that lesson? What is that one thing that you have learned? What did you learn about unity? What did you learn about individuality? Those are the 2 questions I would like to ask you this morning. Now, while I await your calls, I mentioned earlier that today is an important day in Ibadan or your state. Why is that? That is because we are going to be crowning the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, darling. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Olade Abdulazim. I am 14 years old. The name of my school is Oasis College. I'm here to teach the smart kids something.
Okay, so what do you want to teach the smart kids quickly in a couple of minutes?
I want to teach them about how Sir Isaac Newton came up of gravity.
Oh, how Isaac Newton came up about gravity. We did that, I think, earlier in the week. But let's hear from you.
Sir Isaac Newton was an English polymath, which means he was an active mathematician, physics, astronomer, author, and an inventor. He was born on the 4th of January, 1643, and he died on the 31st of March, 1724. After an apple landed on his head, he first thought of the system of gravitation, where he thought that couldn't the apple have fallen up, couldn't the apple have gone up sideways or another direction?
Yes.
After he now named it gravity, he came up with 3 different laws about gravity. In his first law, he stated that an object will not change its motion unless a force acts on it. On his second law, he stated that the force of an object is equal to its mass times its acceleration. And on his third law, he said that when 2 objects interact, they apply forces to each other of equal magnitude and opposite direction. That's all I have for them, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sweetheart. That was amazing. So at the beginning of the week, we actually talked about Sir Isaac Newton. And the question was, what fell on Isaac Newton's head when he got the inspiration of gravity? And that was the first question, and that is how it started. So I kept it very simple so that the children can remember. But thank you so much for teaching us more about gravity. Now, I mentioned earlier in the week that Isaac Newton was sitting down under a tree, and all of a sudden, an apple fell down on Isaac Newton's head. And of course, he thought, why did the apple fall down and not go up? And that's how he came about gravity. And some of the things I talked about is that Isaac Newton came up with the rules or laws of gravity. And that's what our last caller just explained to us. Now, you might have not gotten to that part because of your class in school. But then when you get to that part, they will definitely teach you the laws of gravity. But then if they ask, what fell down on Isaac Newton's head? An apple fell down on Isaac Newton's head. And that is how he came about gravity. Thank you very much. So I mentioned earlier that today is an important day in Ibadan. And if they ask you, tell me 3 things about Ibadan, what are the 3 things that you would mention? Now, let them know, or you should know, that today we're going to be crowning the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. And that person is Oba Rashid Ladoja. Okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, darling. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Kenny James. I come from St. Smartkids College. I am in JS1. I am 11 years old.
Good morning. I love the way you tell me your details. Now, did you listen to the story that we played earlier on the show?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, no problem. Now, this is the Smart Kids Show, and today is Fun Friday. Now, are you in school or you're at home?
I am at home.
Why are you at home?
I'm just going to school.
You are going to school? You have school today?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Do you know that we are actually doing something very important in Ibadan today? An historical event. Now, can you tell Auntie Sumbo about that event?
It's about we are celebrating King Obasanjo.
Oh no. But you can't remember. Okay, so that's why you are listening to the Smart Kids Show. So today we are going to be crowning the 44th king, the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Okay? Yes, we are crowning the 44th. Number 44, the 44th king, the Olubadan of Ibadan land. And if they ask you that, what is the name of the 44th king, is no other but Oba Rashid Ladoja. Okay?
All right.
Just in case anybody asks you. All right, that's why. And some schools are not open today. But since you have school, maybe they're going to teach you more about that. Thank you so much, darling, for calling on the show. Have yourself a beautiful day at school. Now, this is a cue to teachers, to parents as well, to tell children about, some of these historical events that happen around us in our country. It's very, very important. So that our children will not get outside and then they will ask them about Ibadan and then they'll start saying, what is not. Please, let us educate our children. Let's use this opportunity to teach them, to tell them about what is happening today. Anyway, it's a wrap on the Smart Kids Show. Today is Fun Friday. Children, if you're at home, please be good boys and girls. If you're at school, be good boys and girls as well. Congratulations to everyone in Oyo State and in Ibadan as well. Have yourself a beautiful weekend. Keep listening to 32 FM 94.9. Bye-bye.